Justice League Unlimited is one of the greatest animated shows in existence. Every episode was a 10 out of 10. But one Saturday morning, the writers decided to do something special that was going to stand out from the rest. And that was episode 9, titled Grudge Match. Because this was an all-women's episode. Now this episode wasn't the trash displaying that Hollywood does with girl power nowadays. This is that real girl power right here. Hold on, let me stop before I get in trouble. This is one of the episodes that stuck with me the most since my childhood, and I just simply can't explain it. Women! I said women! So the episode starts off with Roulette trying to make her superpowered fight club bigger than it is. Which wouldn't be difficult, to be honest, because it's at the bottomless pit, so the expectations are already low. She suggests using villains when Lex says, why not use heroes instead? And that suggestion is what will take her from the trap house to the penthouse. We go over to Black Canary and we see her best scene in the entire series. Oh! I'm sorry y'all, that scene is just too funny. I've watched it back to back multiple times and still laugh at it. Like, bro thought he was about to get a Gotham City beatdown from Batman, but once he saw it was a woman, he turned into prime Chris Brown and laid down the hammer of justice. Huntress is watching this whole thing go down and having a good laugh because these two have a little rivalry, and no, it's not over Oliver Queen like in the show Arrow. Huntress uses a destructo disc on the mugger and tells Black Canary. Huntress thinks something's wrong with her because she's not acting or fighting the way she normally does. Which she does have a point because not too long ago, Black Canary put her in a blender and made her save a bunch of money on her car insurance. So if you see one of the top greatest fighters in the DC universe get dropped by a random thug on the street, something's definitely not adding up. But peep game real quick. Look at this man Nightwing. They had this nigga posted up with the gargles looking like he was gonna be a reoccurring character in the episode, and this man was never seen again. Huntress follows Dinah to this building full of guards and ballers. She goes incognito, and when I saw her in that red dress, I was like, can this nigga the question fight? Nah, let me stop, that nigga can definitely fight. Come to find out, Roulette got an upgrade and her meta-brawl got turned into a Met Gala beatdown for all the baddie heroes. The main event is the Brazilian baddie Fire, who looks like she's ready to give someone death by Snoo Snoo, and her opponent is none other than the pretty bird herself, Black Canary. Come to find out, she's the undisputed champion of this meta-brawl. She must have been putting a lot of belt to ass to the other participants just to out of the blue become undefeated. They start fighting, and after one kick from Dinah, Fire was like, I'm about to add it hoe up. To which Canary uses her canary cry and almost kills Fire in the process. Huntress is in disbelief and confronts her about it. Black Canary hit her with the same kick Jiren gave Goku after calling Topo trash and starts fighting Huntress. If you were expecting them to fight the same way they did in season 2, then you're in the wrong building, because Dinah was dog walking her until she hit her with the throat chop to take out her comlink. After they fight and become best frenemies again, Roulette captures them and forces them to participate in the meta brawl. But it's not going to be a 1v1. It's going to be a Hell in a Cell tag team match against Vixen and Hawkgirl. Oh nah, not only are they fighting two dangerous women, but Green Lantern's lovers as well. They are basically fighting for their lives because the Canary Cry isn't working on Vixen, and Hawkgirl is a demon when she's swinging that mace. Dinah frees Vixen, and now it's a 3v1. Vixen tells Hawkgirl that she doesn't want to fight her, but the joke's on her because Hawkgirl's been waiting to put hands on Vixen since she took John from her. Flew her to the electric wall and had the biggest smile on her face. Black Canary and Hawkgirl deliver one of the best fight sequences before she hits her with an uppercut to free Hawkgirl. Now that everyone is free, the meta brawl should be over with, right? Right?
I've got some bad news.
Huntress asked Roulette was that all she had, but Roulette was cooking up something nasty because she saved the best fighter for last. Lo and behold, freaking Wonder Woman comes popping out.
You had to ask.
Now you see Wonder Woman, you're thinking to yourself, which version of Wonder Woman is this? This isn't Kal-El no Wonder Woman or that godforsaken succubus Wonder Woman from Injustice, but this is the definitive version of Wonder Woman. The Trinity Wonder Woman. The Wonder Woman that will let you shoot your shot and then sneak diss you right in front of you. Having Wonder Woman as your contingency plan is nasty work. That's about as dangerous as Hope being Batman's contingency plan for Plastic Man. All four of them have the look of death on their face. This is the equivalent of losing a fight and calling your big brother. Like it's just not fair. Black Canary and Hawkgirl look like somebody just died, or maybe they saw themselves dying in that situation. Meanwhile, Huntress pulled out the blick. Wait, that's not the right thing to say since her weapon is a crossbow. Let's go with that. She pulled out the stick. And Vixen just posted up, but she knows she's scared like the rest of them. Vixen asks what the plan is, and Hawkgirl says, try to stay alive. And Huntress says, man, we need a better plan than that because that one stinks. I mean, what else could you do? It's freaking Wonder Woman. I mean, you can't call Steve. Steve is nowhere to be found at this point. Can't call Batman, they ain't in no romance. Can't call Superman, like it's just you. Wonder Woman is one of the most dangerous women in the DC universe. She's beautiful, she can go toe to toe with anyone, and most importantly, she catches bodies. She has no problem putting you on a t-shirt, and she doesn't discriminate. Women, kids, don't matter. Just ask Billy Batson and Earth 2. So staying alive against Wonder Woman is like playing a Souls game. It's damn near impossible. Wonder Woman comes flying off the top rope and slams the ground. Threw Hawkgirl over her shoulders, shoved Huntress and Black Canary out the way, and Vixen tried using the strength of a donkey, and Wonder Woman dodged it, making her look like a jackass.
I understood that reference.
But she somehow was able to flip Wonder Woman over her shoulders, and this allowed everyone to dogpile her. Wonder Woman brushed them off her, which was funny by the way because she's stronger than all of them combined. That one move made Hawkgirl realize that, yeah, we not built to fight Wonder Woman. We need to get the hell out of here, and she starts smashing the barrier. Dinah destroys the barrier, and now they can all run for their lives. Huntress and Canary make a break for the door, and the guards obviously tried to stop them. Once they saw them regular ass humans, they had the biggest smiles on their face because they don't have to deal with Wonder Woman anymore. We go back to Vixen and Hawkgirl fighting for their lives at this point. Vixen tried using the strength of an elephant, and Wonder Woman hit her with the same power bomb Roman Reigns hit Dominic Mysterio with. Hawkgirl distracts Wonder Woman long enough for Vixen to grab her from behind. Hawkgirl was about to hit her with the mace, and she dodges out of the way, and Vixen almost ended up looking like Glenn and Abraham. Wonder Woman caught her lacking and proceeded to give her a nasty beatdown. Leg sweep, knee shot, back fist, kneed her in the ribs, and then elbowed her to the ground. If it wasn't for her reincarnation hacks, that beatdown would have put her out of commission. Hawkgirl tries to use her mace again, and Wonder Woman grabbed it and was like, alright, that's enough, and snatched it from her. Then proceeds to throw it back at her and almost rearranged her guts with her own mace. Man, the last time I saw something that nasty was when Spider-Man blocked Bucky in Civil War and then threw a damn car at him immediately. Hawkgirl made it rain on Wonder Woman by throwing her into the coin machines. Huntress and Black Canary deal with Roulette, and come to find out she got hands too. But before the mind control business was finished, Wonder Woman had to land one more brutal combo. Vixen is holding on to this woman for dear life in the air, and she's still piecing up Hawkgirl with kicks, punches, and knees. Vixen was getting pre-coke John Jones elbows and got thrown into the arena along with Hawkgirl. But like low-key though, real quick, Vixen was doing everything in her power and was still getting done up. She got all these animals, bro. She used the spirit of a donkey, the spirit of an elephant, spirit of a cheetah, spirit of a lion, tiger, bear. The only thing she was missing was the spirit of the Black Panther, but the spirit of the Black Panther was taking away. But anyway, Wonder Woman picks them up by their heads and was about to give them the meanest headbutt of their lives, and then the mind control ends. Wonder Woman is like, y'all better have a good explanation for this. Wait, hold up. Just judging by the look on Wonder Woman's face, don't tell me that Wonder Woman thought that these two were fighting over John again and was the one breaking it up. Nah, bruh, that's the new headcanon and you can't tell me otherwise. But to be honest, could you imagine how brutal that headbutt would have been? That would have looked like a Mortal Kombat fatality, bruh. Roulette gets locked up and Huntress and Canary end the episode like Rocky 3 and fight it out. And that concludes this episode. This episode right here is probably in my top 10 favorite episodes of Justice League. It's a nice filler episode in preparation for the big finale to come, which I just talked about in my last video, so check that out if you haven't yet. The funny thing is the fact that the mind control was actually holding them all back from their true potential. Wonder Woman and Black Canary have some of the most lethal hands in the DC universe, and the fact that they weren't dropping anyone while mind controlled is crazy. But some can see that as a cop-out because if they're being mind controlled, then they shouldn't be holding back at all. Both sides make a good point, but it's up to you which one makes sense. But think about this. How can you make money if all your fighters are dead? But yeah, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like and comment if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more. And let me know in the comments how much you hate the Injustice version of Wonder Woman. I'm trying to see something real quick. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.